Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of ABS. Today's actually a very special episode. I know I always say that, but trust me, you want to stick around and see this. But first, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and also follow us on Instagram, The ABS Show. Follow Mina TV Africa as well. Yazzie, take it away, because I know you're super excited.
Yes, I am so excited. Today's a very special day. We have someone here that we talk about all the time. It's no other than Roc Nation's own Afrobeat superstar, Young Paris.
Roc
Welcome.
Nation in the building.
Yeah. Welcome to our show, Paris.
Thank you
We're
for having
very,
me.
very, very excited to have you here.
Yeah, awesome.
You ready for us?
I'm ready. Let's
Okay.
get
All
it.
right, so
Awesome.
I hope you didn't watch that episode that I was going in on you.
Oh, you was going in on me?
I was going in on you, and that was because, let me be real, I didn't know who you were, but I was glad, that I found out that you were coming because I did my research. Like she said, she told me to do my research on you, and I did.
Okay,
and I'm glad that I did as well. So today we're just going to chit chat. Don't be scared.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's been on bigger platforms. So how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. It's
good to have you around
it's
again.
a beautiful Saturday in New York, man. I'm happy.
You familiar with Mina TV already?
Yeah,
right?
I've just been, since you sent me through, and I've been hearing more about her, and I've been updated, but I keep hearing about Mina now. Like, it keeps coming up on my radar.
Just
We're
get
the
used to it.
future.
Yeah,
We're
it's dope.
African TV's future
Yeah.
right over here.
Yeah, awesome.
So today is mostly about you. We want to know more about you. So can you tell us precisely when you started performing professionally?
Performing professionally, I say, well, my father, we could talk about that a little bit. My father co-founded the National Ballet of Congo. My mother was a dancer, so we grew up in a family-based drum and dance company. So at very young, we actually were already, I was 5, 6 years old playing the tam-tam in front of large audiences. So I actually came up with the performance aspect in how to actually present myself. So if you ever see a Young Paris show, you'll see it's very elaborate. It's like, it's actually a performance. But I'd say I started doing my own thing on stage in 2013.
Okay.
It's when I really started actually doing like festivals.
Professionally.
Yeah.
So prior to that, you've been used to the big screen, the crowd, and everything.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so when you came in here, we tried to offer you something to drink, and you said, you're good. So speaking about performance, the reason why I brought that up is that what do you do before you go on stage? Do you take a shot of Henny? Do
Yeah.
you smoke weed? What do you do before you go on
drink
stage?
I smoke a little weed. I drink champagne.
Okay.
I'm a champagne guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So Pierre Jouet is my new. That's my
Oh, thanks for the honesty. I thought you wasn't going to say that, but
A lot of them always say, I pray,
Nah.
you know.
I mean, I don't really pray, nah.
Really?
I don't really pray, nah.
you just take that weed,
I smoke a little bit and then we drink, and I drink my little champagne, and I just show love to my people around me. I feel like, for me, and my whole understanding of just prayer, it's just like you can feel it with the people that are around you. So we kind of already have an understanding, but we kind of always support each other in prayer anyway. So,
Awesome.
but shout out to everyone who does remember
prayer.
to
Yep.
touch and create that relationship with God before they step out. But I try to just go for it before I get on stage.
So speaking about your performances, the first time I saw you perform was 2014 in La Marina, and I was like right away amazed. It was like phenomenal. I was like, who is that guy? You came on, you had dances, you had drums. It was just so unique.
Yeah.
And then the face paint, of course, is the first thing everybody notices. So what's the story behind the face paint?
Just to touch back on my father. So when they were creating the National Ballet in the Congo, they had their own distinctive representation of how they represented their group. And the ballet, the compilation of what was the Congolese ballet was like from different tribes around the region. And this was the way that they distinctify themselves. So we wore different colors for different meanings. Like red is for the blood of Congo. We wore yellow for the sun that provides for us, and then green was for the earth that nurtures us, and then white is for spirit, for those we lost. So when I was very young, I actually had this pattern since I've been 6, 7 years old. My father gave it to us, and all of my siblings have their own distinctive pattern. And when he died in 2012, I just kept wearing it. Like I would wear it all the time. And people just started to see me for it, and it just became my thing. But it's really like a homage to my father and just carrying on tradition of Congolese Bantu culture. So.
Wow,
That's
that's
cool.
amazing.
I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're basically, what you're doing is emerging the Western culture and African culture together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Okay, so I was listening to some of your songs and watching your videos.
Yeah.
Your song, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Kake?
Kake, yeah.
Kake, it was dope. I worked watching it, and basically what you were talking about was how people are still in the African riches and African culture.
Yeah.
So what are some of the ways that you think that we can solve this issue?
I mean, I think it's important that we use our voices and our platforms. Like, I find with a lot of artists today, like, you know, we get the popularity, we get to shine, and we get to live these blessed lives, but there's also an underlying message that's very important, especially when you think about Africa, because, you know, when you think about African music or Caribbean music or African American music, it's like what makes African distinctify itself differently. And for us, it's tradition. You know, we hold on to tradition, and we have these rituals that we do back home. This is what makes Africa Africa. And for me, it's just being an African and so patriotic. I have to hold on to certain things, and one of these things are the message of Africa. And you have like leaders like Fela, and just artists who have been able to use their platform to make fun music that they can celebrate and still shine, but also has an underlying message. So for me, Kake is really about just globalization and just seeing how Africa has these riches that are being used and abused by the world. And like, you know, we have little, and the world is just benefiting off of our raw materials. So it's my, but it's still, I mean, I still put little messages in all my stuff. Like, try to still.
It's necessary to keep it original. And it's all about retaining the culture. And I really love something much about you when it comes to the culture. You always say, for the culture. And it's always for the culture. And thank God you were not born a light-skinned kid. That would have been a problem.
Is it right?
Because there's this brand you championed called the Melanin brand. And it's really growing big. Like, how did it all start?
Yeah, Melanin is another, I try to come up with, I don't know, I see things before they are what they're going to become.
More like a deja vu?
Yeah, if that makes sense. Like, I see things before they are, and I've been doing this since I was young. I would see it, like I could see an artist and be like, this person is going to excel in life, or just a movement or a culture or an aesthetic. And once I was introduced to the word melanin, I think like maybe 4 years ago, and just seeing the power of this it's actually, because melanin is a science, you know.
Yeah,
really how,
that's true.
So you have neuromelanin, you have phenomelanin, you have, melanin is really about how the brain and your chemical makeup responds to what's the pineal gland, which is in the middle of your brain, and it also relates to like the sun and shit around you. We're not going to turn this into a science, a science thing, but when I was introduced to melanin and understanding how this actually becomes a tool for people of color, because it preserves skin and, you know, the overlaying conversation of skin, and actually the darker you are, the more melanin you have. And it really just...
Did you hear that? Stop bleaching.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're losing it. A lot of people are losing their color.
I can't do the bleaching thing, but it really just... And then when you think about Africa and you think about Africa's, you know, origins, and again, this everything I do kind of comes back to Africa.
You made that melanin phrase popular on Instagram, on social media a while back. Like, I remember that when you started posting Melanin Mondays, and then all of a sudden, like,
it became a trend.
Everyone caught on and it became trending.
Yeah,
started trending.
Like, I put melanin to single-handedly put melanin into pop culture. Like, so we did. So I guess I could say that we did the Melanin Monday hashtag like 2 years ago, and this theme was like, because I would, you know, because I'm also in fashion, I saw these beautiful models of color that wouldn't get the right representation. So it really was about using this platform to showcase models of color. And I told basically the public, like, every Monday, let's have a theme called Melanin Monday, and just have everyone use this hashtag and just to embrace your melanin.
Embrace your melanin. Stop
and this became like, it went viral. I remember like maybe 300 hashtags when we were starting this that were before the project, and now it's at like 4 million.
Yeah.
So
For real?
Amazing.
4 million?
Yeah.
And
man, I should do that on Monday.
Yeah,
Melanin
I
Monday.
hashtag
That's
it.
my hashtag.
It's one of the most popular hashtags that I use. I use Melanin Monday, even when it's not
No,
on
I
a
put
Monday, because I
melanin,
love
but
my melanin.
I don't put Melanin Monday. So I'll start putting it that way.
Melanin is massive. Melanin Monday is still, you know, we have a few 100,000 hashtags, but it's still, it really was the springboard to what.
Do you consider yourself an activist? I certainly think you are, but I just always wondered if you consider yourself as an activist.
I guess so. I guess
like the new fella in the building.
For culture.
Okay, for culture.
Yeah, I don't know about activism because I'm not, just to be honest, like I'm not the guy who's gonna go out with a pitchfork and be on the street and running with people. It's not your type. That's not what I'm interested in. For me, it's more about using clever strategies to put things into people's minds so they can use it for their own lives. So I think like melanin.
I like that. It's kind of like how we get trained by what we see on TV and what we listen to in music,
Yeah.
we don't realize that subconsciously we suck in so much negative things. So even though you're not out there protesting, you're not on the front line, by you putting these positive messages into your music, at the same time, you're still feeding into those that are listening to your music.
That's right.
And that's gonna dive me into your next question, because first of all, you signed to Rock Nation, which is like amazing. I was like in my house toasted to that. You know,
Afrobeat artist, for that matter.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you the first male Afrobeats
artist to be
Artist.
signed?
Yeah.
For sure.
I think Tiwa Savage was the first
Yeah,
She
she's
was,
African,
female.
but
first
you'll be the
African,
first male.
The first in the country. I think the first in the country signed to a major
Wow,
label. Yeah.
that's a big deal.
Yeah.
How did it happen?
How did it feel?
Yeah, it's cool. One of the A&Rs there was following me for a while. I was throwing like Afrobeats parties in the city.
Okay.
And just, another thing, even when you think about Afrobeats in African culture and in African American culture, there's also a different, bridge that needs to be connected, because a lot of African Americans don't relate to Africa and vice versa. So what I was trying to do was put African Americans onto Afrobeats culture and lifestyle. So we throw these parties like Brooklyn Museum and things like that. And one of the A&Rs came to my after party like a year before we signed. He's like, yo, I love what you're doing. This whole Afro thing is dope. Like, what is it? What's the concept? And at this time, I still was doing a lot with Afro Punk. I was like the face of Afro Punk.
Afro Punk, yeah.
And then we just kept on events, and I released the African Vogue project, and like a week later he hit me and said, yo, you gotta come to the office. And I didn't know what office it even was, and I showed up, and it's Rock Nation, and we signed like a week later. So
Wow.
Well, we are mentioning Afrobeat, and the names that comes up is Mr. Easy for me. And one of the reasons why your name came up here on this show was because you was going in on Mr. Easy. So I just had to ask you, why are you mad at him? What's going on?
I'm not mad
Spill
at
the
him.
Why
tea.
were you mad? Are you still mad?
Yeah, nah, it's all good. He just said some fly shit in the interview, man. Like,
What did he say? I mean, can you remind us what triggered you that you responded the way you did?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw it. He did like a Beats One thing, and he was talking about like, the thing is what happens in this game, like, and Eazy's a much bigger artist when you think about Afrobeat. Like, I'm not trying to compare my impact so far.
No, don't say that. It don't matter.
But I respect him. I respect the guy. I'm a fan of his music. But it was more of a thing where like, he had an interview and he's kind of taking these subconscious, these like, he's throwing subs everywhere. And one of the lines that he's talking about, which is like the American artist, I felt something was thrown at me. And then just little things building up to that. And I was like, I think this guy's got something to say to me. So it was something that was kind of subconscious, but it felt a little personal. And I was like, let me just do it in the way that I would do it. So it's not New York beef. It's not like I'm gonna go find the guy and do something to him. It's entertainment. Like,
So you don't think you went too far by throwing away his CD in the trash?
Yeah, I went far, but that's how I play.
And have you seen him since?
Nah.
All right, then it's on.
You
He
guys
just did
both
a show.
performed at the Tidal X.
Yeah.
You guys both performed, but you
At
didn't see him?
different times.
No, I didn't.
Different times.
But honestly, man, like, I love what Eazy. I love what all Afrobeats guys are doing. Just so y'all know, it's entertainment. Like it's competitiveness. It's
True.
like we're all in the game. You got your platform. If you do something that comes towards me, I'm gonna do something about it.
True.
And it's entertainment. It's not to be
Right,
taken.
you're right.
You know.
Some things you do, sometimes you just do things out of proportion and, just let it slide under the carpet. It's entertainment after all.
All right, so speaking about that, who would you want to work with in the industry that you haven't yet?
Well, I want to work with Wiz, yo.
Oh, weird.
I was thinking
You haven't?
African artists,
I
but
work
Wiz,
with
okay.
Wiz.
You haven't
Wiz
worked with
is yeah. Me and we met a couple of times. It's a lot of love. Like the love is there. But I'm just working. I'm pushing my sound here. We'll link up when it's time. But I don't rush with these type of things. But Wiz, definitely do something with Wiz. Me and DeVito gotta do one, man. DeVito hit me, man.
I had done a Jewel Legba cover you did. I liked it.
Yes,
I was
the
impressed.
video.
I said,
And
look at this
Cubby,
guy.
my girl Cubby was in the video. I love
Oh,
Cubby
really?
as well.
Shout
Yes.
out Cubby, yeah.
She
I was
in
like,
the video. I love
wow,
Cubby.
Jewel Legba. I had the sound. I had the way you went into it. I was like, look at this
Yeah.
man.
And
that
he-
was awesome.
When you listen to the lyrics too, again, he goes on his activist mode.
Yeah. He talks about
a lot
it's true.
about
You
our
always say
culture.
something about the culture.
Yeah.
And I want to say something about that. As a fan who was listening to you and watching you before you were signed to Rock Nation,
Oh, dope.
I feel as though after you signed to Rock Nation, your music has changed a little bit.
Okay.
You know, I want the Kaki Paris.
So
you
you're
know what I
changing the
mean?
flow?
I want that fire.
Yeah.
So
it's there. I mean, you hear it in New Drill like Bar. You know, you hear it. You hear it, and but I'm also in a position where I'm smart about where my career is going, and you have to have. you have to have a commercial element to your sound, and like.
Oh, that makes sense.
But the thing is, as you're growing as an artist, I can always just keep dropping these things. I could
That's
drop
true.
another
You
cocktail
gotta
of
be
these vibes,
versatile.
but I also don't want to keep repeating the same message. It's like I try to make things that are so rich that you just need that one to hold on to, and then I could just keep having fun. But at this point, like I'm really just more about collaborations. Like I want to keep
Yeah,
working with a lot of-
collaborations is good business.
Yeah, a lot of dope artists out here just doing Afro beats. You know?
So I was watching one of your videos, of course, and I recognize a face, a familiar face in one of your videos. She's actually one of Mina TV family.
Yeah.
Nestrea?
Yeah.
She was in one of your
Oh, you're talking
videos.
about Fuck Up the Place.
Fuck up the-
I love
breaking
that
it
song.
down. So
I love
I
that
just want to know the tea. Did you guys go out for drinks after? What happened?
Yeah, and speaking of that, who's the lucky lady in your life? Since
No,
we're talking,
I want
let's
you
get
to
into
answer that question first. In Australia, what happened after? I don't want to know what happened during the video. I want to know what happened
I want to
after
know
the
that
video.
Afro beats went down.
No. Nestrea is the homie. That's my homegirl, yo. That's the homie. We ain't even we ain't play like that. Like,
But how was it working with her?
She's great, yo. She just pulled up on set like she was ready to go. We shot it in like this crazy warehouse, and she was just riding for us all day. We kind of did it real raw and collective, and we told her like some of the shots that we were gonna need, and she went for it. But
Just
shout out
next
to
time-
Nestrea though.
So
She's
just
the
next
homie.
time on your video, I'm a great dancer. So let your people call my people. And we all go.
I got you, bro. I got you.
So who is the lucky lady?
Oh, I'm single right now.
You're single now? Okay.
Oh, so
You
then
didn't
I'll help
even
you.
ask if he's single. Just say who's the lucky lady.
Well,
Why
'cause
do you
he's-
guys
because
always
he's a-
believe that artists must have somebody?
It's not because he's an artist. He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He has a career. He's intelligent. Why is he single? Why
Oh,
would
I
he
could
be single?
tell you
I
why.
would
You're
assume
probably
that
saving
somebody would,
face.
would
You're
you
probably
know?
doing it to save face, not to tell the ladies that you're.
No,
you know.
I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah, you said
So
you're
speaking of
single.
being
Anyway, he said
single,
it.
then I have something for you. Shag, marry, or kill, right?
Okay.
We have Tiwa Savage, Efya, and Yemi. And I know Tiwa is signed to the same label as you, but be honest.
Ah, but
Hold
you
on, what's the
are
thing
married,
again?
though.
Shag, marry, or kill. Shag means, you know,
Fuck.
kill or marry.
I'm
Really
just,
so
And
wrong.
who's the three girls?
Efya, the Ghana singer, Efya
Oh,
Nocturnal.
that's my girl.
Yemi Adele, the Nigerian singer,
Yemi
and
Alade.
Tiwa Savage.
Shag, marry,
who are
kill.
you shagging? Who are you gonna marry? And who are you gonna kill?
That's harsh though.
Damn.
Why do you guys come with kill? Like, okay.
It's
I
a
mean,
game.
it's
It's a
just
game.
a
It's fine.
game.
Nobody's gonna come
Damn, they
for you
gonna see
after.
this though. It's personal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
answer.
kill. Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
okay,
just,
okay.
it's just for fun.
Shag. Oof, I can't say. That's tough, man.
Let's go. You can do it.
Yeah.
Young Paris, come on. Shag,
I think
marry, kill. This is
Shag-
a game.
Shag, if you.
Shag, Efya.
I thought she
Okay.
was your sister. How you gonna shag if you're as your sister?
He didn't say
If
so.
you're, you know, I'm just playing the game here. Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I
have
might
to choose
do a
one.
song with her too, though. I gotta hit her up.
Oh,
Choose
that's
one.
gonna be dope.
That's gonna be dope. So I would marry Tiwa, and then I would kill Yemi.
Oh
Damn.
my God, the headlines are gonna
You
go
kill
crazy
who?
right
Yeah,
now.
me. Why though?
It's the only option.
Oh, okay. I like that answer.
But I haven't met Yemi though. I'm sure she's really dope. And I was supposed to meet her at PlayStation Theater, but I'm a big fan of her music too. But yeah, I think Tiwa's got like that marriage. She's like wifey material.
wife
You know?
material.
Effie is fun, but Effie is also very like I don't want to damn Effie.
Studio
damn.
things. Big
What I-
Sean and Jenny
Nah, I didn't
Aiko.
even.
Will I Speaking about beautiful ladies, will I be wrong if I say that in some of your videos, I think one of them I was watching, it kind of reminded me of Solange. I don't know the feel of it. It was you and
Abstract,
some
out of
other
the
guy.
box kind of
it
video.
was.
Oh, best of me, yeah.
Yeah, is she one of your
creative.
inspirations, or if not, who are your inspirations?
Nah, she was just a dope chick we worked with, but I just like beautiful women, man. I just like I like beautiful things. I like beautiful people, even men. Not to say I'm interested in men, but I like being around beauty.
things.
And I think I appreciate when people can embellish themselves and just highlight. Because even in African culture, traditional culture, men are the ones who actually embellish themselves. We are the ones who do our paint and our hair. If you go to any tribes or even animal kingdom, you see the males are always the ones who accentuate the beauty, and the women tend to look more plain.
Yeah.
So for me, like I like when people are able to like add things to their naked body and make it look really dope. But
That makes sense.
but I think I'm inspired by like, yeah, I don't know, just beautiful things.
So wait,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Since we are on that topic,
Yeah.
I have a question that I want to ask you.
Okay.
So, we're in a time where artists like Young Thug, Little Uzi Vert, you know, they're doing the nail polish thing, they're wearing dresses, and people they're getting a lot of heat for it, you know. I mean, I think recently Tyrese put up something about, you know, where hip hop is going and this and that. But you speak a lot about, you know, embracing your feminine side, and you're very into fashion. You're so different, so unique, and that's what I like the most about you personally. But how do you deal with that? How do you feel about all those things?
I think just whatever you want to do, man, yo, whoever you want, gay, transgender, whatever you want to do, like, this is your life. This is your experience on this planet. Like, of course, we live in times where things are sanctioned. It's like, this is how we want you to be because of how we grew up and our perspective on what we think of when we think about a man and these things. But obviously, like, people do it and it becomes normal, then people don't care about it anymore. I remember when gay was like the biggest issue ever. Like, if someone was just...
Right now, who cares?
Now it's just like, who cares? So I think I'm already in that future mentality where it's like, who really cares? And I think if you want to do something and it's your way of embellishing yourself, just go for it. Like I said, in African culture, you can go on TV now and look at some of the men and see what they're wearing, and if you compare it to your culture, it'll blow your mind because you see paint, makeup, lipstick, hair, all. But this is the culture. So I think we just live in a different era and a different mentality and a different just culture in the States. But whatever you want to do, like if it's dope to you, go for it. Like, I don't really get too caught up in that. You know?
So now to something a little bit more, you know, more serious. Coming back to music, because that's what you do. There's been a lot of trend lately, internet trend. You see the way things just go up on the internet and blow up? Like, it's a little bit different from 5 years ago when artists have to move around with CDs. Now there's digital trend and things go viral. And some innuendo, some meaningless slogans just go viral. I don't want to call names, nobody's name. Do you still think there's still hope for, you know, like, philosophical content, good message, like your kind of music, because I fuck with your kind of music.
Yo, we're in the dopest era right now, yo. I mean, I wish I would see more of it in African music. I think right now, Afrobeats is so pop culture that there's not much substance to the music. It's constantly about a girl and lifestyle, and it's like, you don't hear, like, songs like Would You Like But, that's why it's Wiz's biggest song.
That's a message.
It has a message, and he has the platform to speak. When Would You Like plays, anywhere he's performing, it's always his biggest song.
His leads.
Because I think that's a good message to the African audience and to African artists, that people want to hear substance, because we have so much substance and we have so many stories to tell. Like, there's so many issues happening in Africa. And even though I try to show like the beauty of it, like, it'd be nice to have artists who can make great music that people can enjoy, like a Kanye in his later music that people can actually relate to, but it has an underlying message, and that's what I kind of try to bring to the game too.
To the table.
But I think, you know, people also want to just jump on what's hot, and I think when you're thinking too much about what's the next move and what's hot, you're not allowing yourself to be the artist. Because like, I come from art, like I don't come from views and how many followers. Like, that's not my mentality when I'm creating. It's like giving people something that they can touch, and even if it's 20 people listening, they can relate or they can feel the message that I'm trying to get across.
I like that.
So how would you define your artistry?
Yeah, I think for me it's a compilation of traditional and contemporary African arts and culture. So I come from the art world. Like, my father was a dancer, my mother's a dancer, she was also a playwright. So I grew up in dance and art studios, sewing, like, you know, so I really had like a really artistic environment around my childhood. My parents and all my siblings, I have 10 siblings, and they're all artists.
So you're more of a performing art
I'm like
than a studio act.
Yeah, it's more about art. I didn't grow up in the studio. I didn't come into I didn't go into studios to make hits. Like, I really came up as a musician and just to cultivate lifestyle and art and just messaging. So for me, it's more about, again, it's about the music and it's about the art behind the music. Even when you see my videos, I try to give you like an experience more than like just a hot girl and like some dancing music.
One of your favorite your videos that I really like, I have the worst memory ever, but it's shot in a warehouse with two guys. I think it's called Stronger, with two guys. There's one guy dancing. No weakness. Yes. Like, that is, I really love that video.
You're in the line. If there's no weakness, then you are stronger. So you are making sense.
Yeah, but I really liked that video. It was very, very inspirational, very motivational. Like, as when you're watching it, it moves you. You feel it. You feel the song in you. And that's the best thing about, that's great music.
Yeah.
10 years from now, you listen to
Right.
that song, watch that video, and you still get that same kind of feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, you're signed to Rock Nation. You're modeling. You're getting all this money. I want to know what was your biggest check and what did you buy? What did you splurge
Oh
on?
shit! Oh, I just got a nice check from AT&T. Actually, I just did.
What
like-
did you buy?
We going shopping.
AT&T.
He's taking all of us shopping.
Yeah, it was like 30
That's-
grand.
Wow.
Yeah, we
That's
got
dope.
I got a little 30 grand check. It was for we did a virtual reality experience,
Okay.
and we did like something with BET in LA. It was dope. But what did I buy? I bought my mom some shit.
Oh, that's really nice that you
Yeah.
Wow.
You seem to be
Some
very
jewelry. I like jewelry. You know.
Family
you seem to be
oriented.
very family oriented.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
if you don't mind, you could just briefly tell me a little bit about your dad, your 10 siblings. I know your dad was like an activist.
You have
Yeah.
10 siblings?
Yeah, I have 10
That's
siblings.
amazing.
There's a lot of us. Wow.
How
And
many?
you said
That's
your
a
one is the
football team
artist.
right there.
Yeah.
He's the basketball team as well.
6 boys, 4 girls.
Wow.
Yeah. So what was the question again?
So just tell, you said they're all artists. Are they all like painters, music artists?
Yeah. So we have one of my sisters is a singer, one is a jeweler, one is a pastry chef and an artist. My brother dances. Another brother also raps.
What?
Another brother is he does like carpentry and stuff like that. But yeah, we're all like in the arts. We also, if you see my performances and you see the people dancing, these are my siblings. So you'll
Wow.
see the guys are my brothers and the girls are my
Okay.
sisters usually. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you came to see me at
La Marina.
those are my sisters. Yeah, my
Okay,
brothers.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
dope.
Wow.
Well, you did
That's
mention
dope.
that you were single, and the
Yeah.
ladies are watching right now. So please tell us what's your type? Do you like more in the front or more at the back? You know, what's your type?
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Ushi, Bonnets. Bright
Be
future
careful with this
or
one.
befitting time?
Please don't tell me you don't have a type. Everybody has a type. What's
Right.
your type?
I got types, man. I like, oh man.
You like melanin. I know you like
African
melanin.
girls. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, it's gotta
There was
be.
a song you did, Nigerian girl,
So-
like.
Let him tell
Yeah.
us
He
about the
still
body
didn't answer my
type
question.
now. Let him tell us.
They
Oh, yeah,
want to
sorry,
know.
sorry.
The ladies are watching. They want to know.
I like pretty, you know. I
No,
like
he didn't ask you pretty. He said bright future or
Yeah.
befitting past.
Ah, Jesus. I like.
Bright
I'm
future.
an African man. Like we like ass, man.
Okay.
Befitting past.
I'm not a big titty guy, but I like. Honestly, no. To be honest, like my type is a girl who's very beautiful and attractive, but also has things going. Like has a mindset about. Cause I'm on a level like you gotta come up to me like we can't just. It's like what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like to.
Nice.
I like beauty, but I also like intelligence. I think it's very important.
Now you're Congolese, but I still gotta ask you this: are you rocking with Ghanaian jollof or are you rocking with Nigerian jollof?
On the spot.
I know you've had both.
Yeah.
So which one are you
Oof.
rocking with?
Ooh, good jollof song.
We can hear you. They need to hear you. Like you come in your
I
mouth.
think I'm gonna say Nigerian jollof. Yeah, because I eat a lot
Stop,
more.
no,
You
stop
just
right
broke
there.
my heart.
Because of what?
Oh my God.
Have you
Now I
had
know why
Oh
you're
my
sitting on the
God.
right side. I understand.
Oh my God. No.
You
No,
like
'cause I'm-
Nigerian jollof better?
Did you
I'm
hear
around
that?
the Nigerians
Why?
a lot because I'm around them all the time now. So I've been eating
Yes.
so much Nigerian jollof.
Yes.
But which one tastes better? Nigerian
Nigerian
jollof.
jollof.
Is it because it's what you have in front of you? Which one? Nigerian
I
jollof?
think Nigerian jollof.
Oh,
so this is what we're
man.
gonna do.
Ushi,
Yes,
that's my
from
bro.
here.
Interview done.
From here, we're going straight to Papaya restaurant to get you some good.
Yo,
No,
you can
not
do that.
Papa yet.
Nah, don't try to impress
I'm
him.
gonna
I've had
make
enough
it
of
myself.
Yes, you
Not
make
even
it.
Papa yet. I'm
Oh,
gonna
shit.
make it for you, and I'm gonna make it for you from scratch. So
Yeah, don't
with
put
Ghana
anything
jollof
inside, though. You
with
know it's
some
single.
goat stew.
You know he's single. Don't put anything inside.
Yeah,
Young
be careful,
Paris,
be
be
careful.
careful what you eat.
She kind
You're a
of cute
public
too.
figure. Be careful what you eat, bro.
So, all right. So, Young Paris, listen. We are moving to 2018.
Yeah.
What are some of the projects that you're working on? What do you
Yeah,
want?
so
the
just
people to-
just talking about videos, I'm actually doing a lot of videos now. So I just released "Let Me Love You." Yeah, I go cop that. It came out like a month ago. My recent EP, and I think we're shooting a video for every song on the project. So we're literally like starting next week. We're gonna shoot. I'm going to Nigeria, and for my first time for the Freedom Awards, I was nominated.
Oh,
That's like a-
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, you're gonna take, is it diaspora artist or what,
It's
what category?
best African
In diaspora.
favorite, like a favorite African artist. kind of thing.
Awesome.
Okay.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
so,
good.
so I'm going to Nigeria. I'll be there for 4 or 5 days, and we're doing a Whitney party here in New York. And I'm doing just constantly pushing the message because I also do a lot in fashion. So we shot with Vogue, which is a W Mag fall issues that are coming out now. So I try to like create this balance
Balance
between
everything.
fashion and music. But right now, it's just I'm kind of going to take a step back from the scene a bit and just get into videos and just start releasing in the spring next year. So.
Awesome. Well, you're great, and I'm not just saying that because you're here. I actually did my research. I did my homework. I looked into your
Charlie
stuff.
is swallowing his words.
No.
Good boy.
No, you are
Good boy.
awesome, and I'm so super glad that you came to educate us and the people that are watching as well.
I have one more thing that I want to ask you. It's your first time going to, since you've become like a major artist, have you performed in any African countries?
I did some in Congo last time we were there, but
Okay.
not a major thing. But I'm excited for things that are coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm performing at a Fremont too.
In Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're performing at a
Yeah,
Fremont.
yeah.
That's
Nice.
dope. That's
Nice.
really dope. I look
Yeah.
forward
That's
to
great.
that. That's gonna
Yeah.
be really, really nice.
Yeah.
I can
Listen,
imagine.
our doors are always open. You can always come
Yes.
back. Maybe
Yeah.
one day you could come and perform for our viewers.
Yeah.
But until then, thank you so much for taking
Yeah.
your day, and joining us here. We really, really do appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
You guys go out. Do you have a website you want to promote?
Youngparis.info. And just add Young Paris on all socials.
Social media.
Yeah.
Young
Yeah.
Paris
Young
everywhere.
Paris. Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Let us know in the comments what you think about Young Paris. Go cop all his music, watch his videos. He's awesome.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And until then, this is ABS. You're watching Mena TV.
Melanie Monday.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.